Hello and welcome back to Kevin and the Beam. That sentence very much inspires me to make a theme song, but we'll hold off on that. Today we're going to be recording? Well, yes, but resuming what we were attempting to do last time, getting me a diesel truck. But because I promised, we're going to go check out that car auction first. Maybe they'll have a diesel truck there. I wouldn't count on it. We'll expect that it's just an exploratory run. But I really would like to drive something other than the leaf blower Subaru. That's alright. We can put a turbo on it or something. We'll make it more interesting. Maybe pull some of the screens out of it. We got money to play with after our mishap with the rocket semi last time. I really want to call it a colossal waste of time, but it's the most profitable thing that's happened in this series. So I guess I can't. Why isn't the game loaded yet? Alright, cool. It heard me complaining. Nothing gets done unless you complain, you know how it goes. I mean, doing yourself's one thing, but you can't do everything yourself. So do your part and complain wherever you can. Alright. I just woke up recently, so I don't got all too much to talk about just yet. I need to be inspired. Got some interesting vehicles on the road today by the looks of it. I really don't know why the game likes looking up so much. My controller's fine. It's not a technical problem. Pontiac Aztecs again. Tuner vans. Let's do a little bit of work on this thing. Just for the sake of getting, or not getting bored. I don't know which navigator is which, but I don't necessarily care which one we yank out of the car either. No, I did prefer the one that's up on the hood. Hood, windshield. Yeah, definitely still trying to wake up over here. Can we easily figure out which one that is? Dashboard and dashboard accessories. Yeah. Alright, if I pull that one out, that's not the one I wanted to pull out. Well, that sucks. Where's the other one? There it is. Cool. So apparently those things do lower your frame rate. It's one of the things they advise online for Beam is to boost your FPS, turn off all the navigation, and get rid of those screens. And I was just piling them in here, so. There. I don't necessarily want to waste money on this. But I don't not want to waste money. It's a blown turbocharger, too. That sounds like something that'll just break the car and make me have to pay even more. But you never know for absolute sure unless you try. Just put it in there. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to get one of the performance ones. Why'd I have to sell... I know why you have to sell the exhaust filter. I'm not going to be dumb today. I know. Uses the gases from the exhaust to turbocharge and stuff. Alright, no guarantee we're going to keep that in here, which is why we didn't sell the stock stuff. Alright, cool. How much quicker do we make the car? It's like 150 instead of 100 horsepower. Wow. That's amazing. Alright. By amazing, I mean, that was a lot of money for very little. That's alright. Got resale value. We should put it in sport mode to celebrate. I wish the navigators actually helped you navigate, but that's asking too much. You know, I said I installed a mod to get rid of the arrows when you have routes on the screen, and it only half worked. You know what completely works? Just not setting a route and saying you'll get there yourself. That's the kind of outside the box thinking you come to this channel for, so you're welcome. I haven't seen any cops in a couple episodes. I wonder if I turned them off and forgot about it. Thing is, I don't think I've switched the settings since I last had cops. So that means that at one point it broke, and I don't know if it broke in that it's not spawning them or that it did spawn them anyway. Yeah, just janky mods. Speaking of janky mods, look at that car. We're going the right way. It's got to be the right way. Make sure to yield for traffic. He's in a different lane. Well, I don't got depth perception in real life, and I definitely don't have it with a screen, so... Yeah, I got distracted. It's alright, at least you don't move a mouse out of the way when you're real life driving. You got problems if you are having to move a mouse while driving, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe try cleaning your car out once in a while. I see the... Okay, I had no excuse that time. Well, at least the AI's doing it too. If all your friends were crashing their cars, would you crash yours too? Yes. Entrance ramp, floor it. Yeah, but not that much. Floor it. Well, we got a turbo blow-off noise, but it doesn't make any cool noise when it's actually revved up. You know, am I wrong for saying this, but isn't a CVT and a turbo like a good match, actually? Because it'd help keep you in the correct RPMs for the turbo to be doing its work, you know? Toll road. I'm just sitting here flooring it, and I'm still not even keeping up with the traffic. I need to floor it longer, yeah. I think we've gone the wrong way. Ooh, a Kia. That's a nice one. Nice enough. Excuse me, that's my lane that you're drifting into. Maybe I didn't need the realistic drivers mod after all. They're realistic enough as it is. Don't tell me this car doesn't have the tires to drive the speed limit. Bit of grip loss. I'm just being dumb. The speed limits don't tell you how quickly to go around corners. It's a limit, not a suggestion. I think we've just gone the complete wrong way. Oh no. That's unfortunate. I couldn't have gotten any further away from the car auction if I tried. See, this is why I need my GPSs. We're going on the highway. That'll solve all of our problems. Even with the turbo, this thing, still the leaf blower car. At least we're not the slowest one around here. It literally sounds like my dad when he's out on the driveway blowing leaves. It's the exact noise. Yeah, my brain is struggling to use my blinkers and merge and keep at the speed limit and not rear end things. I might have to go back to not using the blinkers. Oh, maybe BMW drivers are just brain damaged too. Well, my medical stuff is progressing. But by the time this episode goes up, hopefully there'll be news. Got my records in the office of one of the top 2 cervical spine specialists in the world. It wasn't who I reached out to at the hospital previously. I reached out to the guy who does spine instability because that's what I was diagnosed with. And they basically came back with, nah, you need to see this other guy. You know, your stuff's more complex than what we doing here. Sure, I guess that's why the other spine instability guy who diagnosed me just dumped me out of the hospital. And he was like, yeah, you got instability, but there's a lot more work that needs to be done. You can't just fix that. So it's kind of scary though, being in having records in front of one of the world's top doctors. Because if this guy's like, you're screwed, then it's like, you know, it's hard to get a second. Well, it's well more than a second opinion at this point, but hey, nice green. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I've said that this whole time. That, like, you know, there's a chance I'm screwed, but I'm not going to accept that until someone explains it to me. If you can't explain it, then you're just trying to pawn me off. Get rid of me. But yeah, I mean, the last hospital I was at was one of the top hospitals in the country, Ivy League. And, the neurosurgeon there was like, yeah, you need a higher level of care. And everyone else was just like, spine injuries are psychosomatic. You get a therapist. I'm like, yeah, sure. They just want someone specialized in mental health to break the bad news to me. That's the only thing I can gauge. I don't think they're actually insane. I think you can manifest physical injuries. They have a bad way of doing things, but I don't know. I mean, other hospitals have said they won't help me because I need a higher level of care, and it would embarrass the hospital to put that in writing and actually try to get me there to the higher level. So it's hard to tell who's protecting their ego versus just too awkward to give really bad news. I mean, and back when I had my knee injury 15 years ago, there was a lot of doctors who were just like, yeah, your life's done. So they certainly have the capacity to say that if they think that's true. Literally, again, another major hospital I was at, not inpatient back in the day with the knee injury, just, I was able to get to appointments even with that. They were just like, yeah, go on drugs. Life's over. You'll never walk again. That's why I'm so stubborn with this neck thing, too, because it's like, I found the solution for that, and I got my legs back. It's like, and then the FDA approved the solution a couple years later. What? Okay. Let's focus on the game now. The summary is one dedicated researcher can find new information faster than someone who's actively working a job day in, day out, even if they're a very high-class professional. Truck night. Oh, yeah. Alright, I was all worried there wouldn't be any trucks here. A theme and a lot count. I don't know what a lot count is. I guess it's going to be the number of vehicles that are up for auction, right? Let's do lucky 13, because it's a nice even number. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there is something to be said about that. Like, the people who are most educated and most experienced have some pretty significant advantages in, learning and figuring things out. I'm not reading all that. But they're usually busy working, so they're not going to be necessarily as up to date on every single thing. Lot is moving to the block. Wait, I don't know how this works. I guess you only get to kind of just look at it, huh? Well, I don't want that. Or is anything in here diesel? How much? We didn't spend that much getting in here. So, I mean, if it's just a show, then that's fine. We also don't know what these vehicles are actually worth. So, I mean, the bidding... What if I wanted to bring my own cringe music? No. We'll let the game do it. Alright, you got plenty of time to bid if you actually do want some, because the number goes up every time people add to the price. Can I, go look at it? I think it's about to sell. But we'll get a front row seat. What's that number 13 there? Volkswagen ID Era 9X Ultra 4-wheel drive. It's an electric, isn't it? The ID Eras are electrics. So, it's like, because what I'm tempted to say, that looks cool, is that, you know, we want a diesel with a low revving engine was our intent. But I'm thinking what we build it into is going to be a rock crawler. We've only got garage space for one vehicle, so if we get distracted, then we're going to get stuck with something completely different than we wanted. Are any of these cars going to be even a manual? I'm seeing a lot of A's in there. Wow, Mercedes selling cheap. Someone had a good day and someone, the seller, had a bad day. Error loading the Bronco? That's awkward. Oh, yeah, that's awkward. Front wheels not included. I mean, I guess that's one way you could sell a rear-wheel drive vehicle as an all-wheel drive vehicle if you were feeling real sneaky-like. I'm glad this mod had a way to deal with that situation. Here come that Mazda. I'm not sure we're buying anything in this round of vehicles. I don't know if the Proclon Centauri might be a diesel. How much can I actually, like... Can I, like, sit in there? That'd be cool. No. Technically, there's an AI driving it right now. But, you know, you can look around. People want this a lot more than the Mercedes. It's got the wood trim. It's practically a Mercedes. I don't want it, though. Let's take a look. Is anything here likely to be diesel? The Ford Transit is a manual. That's probably a diesel, so we can think about it. Or we can convert things easily enough too. We got cash. Cash for crash. Where'd that beat you? Guess it couldn't drive in for some reason, so I had to teleport. Thanks. Doing a lot of walking in this driving game. Yeah, it's an automatic. It's definitely not a diesel. Some of the Audis are diesels, but it's not really what we're looking for. L5, it's like I want to just look it up, but being a fake vehicle, I don't know how well I'll get information on that. The Forerunner could be a good rock crawler if we just abandoned our primary purpose here and got distracted. Like, I mean, even this thing's got a good lift on it. Or it looks like it does. We appear to be frozen. Uh-oh. Alright, it fixed itself. Come on, it's not a manual. You don't have this excuse. What are you doing? You're gonna crash into the next car. Yeah. I can't look away. Oh, now he learned where the drive gear is. Insurance fraud. He bought that thing just to do that. Well, this thing's actually surprisingly durable. It doesn't look that bad. This is going to sell before I even get the engine bay open. Is that a diesel? GDI? I don't even know what that means. Enjoy your car, sir. Why did it say Audi Santa Fe? That had Hyundai stuff on it. What? Audi doesn't make the Hyundai Santa Fe. Wait 1 minute. I'm checking. What the hell was... Why was that an Audi Santa Fe? Alright, join me for this brave search. What the hell is an Audi Santa Fe? Yeah, Audi dealerships in Santa Fe. I'm not too surprised about that. Yeah, but that car said it was both. And people cross-shopping them. It's like, sure. I'm really confused. They're not the same car, are they? Like, at least on some basic level? There's got to just be some mod weirdness, right? Huh. Alright, well, what if I look up Hyundai Santa Fe, like, TDI engine? Is that something that exists? Yeah. I mean, there's a diesel version. Maybe I should have bought that car just to figure out what was going on with it. Like, I mean, I could see, car companies like Hyundai, if they wanted to have a diesel engine for certain markets, buy it from Volkswagen. But there was more going on than that. Here comes another Mazda. There's a lack of trucks in this truck night auction. You just count crossovers as trucks. Well, you can have the Mazda. I'm not going to destroy another Mazda. trip hop, kind of jazzy. See, what other songs you got on this one? I don't really like synthwave. It's an annoying genre to me because it's too nostalgic. It's one of my... It's nostalgia and emotion, I guess it is. But I don't really like it because I got nothing to be... Well, I guess I got a couple things I could be nostalgic for, just like games and trinket stuff, not like life circumstance. I wonder if that's why I'm not like all depressed with all my medical stuff going on, is because it's not like I got like a better time to remember. Are we like crouched or something, or is this thing just that high? Alright, it's a twin turbo V8. Cool. It's probably not a diesel. Right? I like robot vocals though, that's cool. This song might be winning me over. Nah, I don't want this. It's too expensive anyway. But it's a proper body on frame SUV, I'll give it that. Luxury. I wonder who made this music. Got that new vehicle lag. Yeah, I can tolerate synthwave when it's got good vocals. Toyota. Got that high trim level and a spoiler and a tow hitch. You can make money with this thing. It's got those red accents and everything. That's how you know it's expensive. I don't need an off-road tow truck. Enjoy your truck. It's a good color scheme. Gold. That's one of the only ways where I might like a red interiors. If the exterior is gold or green, you know, you make it Christmassy instead of just needlessly aggressive. That's probably why I like that. Oh. Passenger vehicle, huh? Bidding starting pretty cheap. I could be convinced to buy this. I don't know that we necessarily want something with this high center of gravity being a rock crawler. So we already did the off-road van ages and ages ago, but maybe it doesn't have to be a rock crawler, you know? Maybe we just use it as a taxi. I'll bid on that. Heavier H really wants it. I don't know if it's a diesel at this stage in time, so it's front-wheel drive, so it's not an off-road vehicle. Do I win it for 15K? That's not bad. Ow! Hey, who's driving it away if it's mine? So what's with the Broncos not having wheels? I know Broncos work. That mod's not broken. It's 2 trim levels now. But yeah, I'm not allowed to bid on the Volkswagen now, so that's kind of lame. But I wasn't going to wait till the end to see if I liked the last one. Watch the Cadillac go for like 15K, and then I'll not feel so good about the deal I got anymore. We should call this the Walkshin house, considering how much walking I'm doing here. Cadillac's not going to be a diesel, right? No, it's not selling for 15,000 either. A little bit of realism going on in here. And we're not going to try to open though. Right now, maybe they'll keep bidding it up. Nah, who cares? I want to know about that Volkswagen. Here come that boy. $50,000. You notice they're not telling you the year of anything. It's just the mileage. Ooh. Oh, that actually looks cool. But it's not a car that I would get with a manual. Be shifting a lot. That's for sure. I got this thing painted like that BMW from Need for Speed Most Wanted. That's just crazy. Oh, it's got nice interior. It's got the front. Oh no! What? That doesn't look like an electric. And the hood's invisible from the inside. That's weird. Don't tell me this isn't actually an electric. Surely it is. Duh. 50K. Oh, it's got armrests in the back, though. That makes up for the lesser seat room compared to the Cadillac. I don't know what that is. This might be just a medium quality mod, which would be why it has that engine. I kind of wanted that. Take a lot of effort to make it into a rock crawler, if even possible. But this definitely wasn't meant to be an electric. They got to bring like the electric Jeeps and things into this game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's actually back here? Other than like horror movie set. Oh. Nah, that creepy. I'm not going over there. This isn't even a backrooms game, but I don't trust it. No. Unless we can put our Subaru up on the auction block. I mean, can you do that? Can you sell a vehicle at auction? Maybe we are done with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah, we've had our fun with that. Listed for next anything goes. Uh-oh. Anything goes is not a choice right now. I mean, should we just, like, hang around and view some auctions. Maybe we'll drop me down like 5 cars. I don't want to waste too much. Oh, I can't even do this without a garage. Yeah, so you can't just come here to like just browse. Uh-oh. I don't know how I'm supposed to sell my car at the auction if I can't be here for an auction. Maybe I should read this now. Yeah. Can't interfere with anyone. Well, there's no one to interfere with, so that's fine. Hoods must remain closed. I violated the rules. What? 10% premium. No warranty. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Our car won't be like just permanently stuck in our garage, listed as up for auction. Oh no! It literally is that. And it's not even a bug because this makes it very, very deliberate. Locked in the garage means I can't drive it either, doesn't it? Have I just permanently locked myself out of a garage slot when I only have 2? What if I try to retrieve my favorite vehicle? Can I cheat? If they thought this through, it's going to just move the transit a little closer to me. If they didn't, the game's probably about to crash. Oh no. I mean, it didn't seem dumb. I mean, why can't I just sit and, observe an auction that my car is for sale in, you know? Like, why can't you pay just to be here and see the auction go? There's no good reason for that. Uh-oh. I wonder what's going on in that debug console right about now. That's a lot of red. It's always full of red. I don't mean anything. Oh no. What's it trying to do? Well, we knew we were breaking it, so common extensions was get object by ID, bad argument. Yeah, the ID must have changed on the vehicle. Oh, I did it dumb, and I knew I was doing it when I did it, so that's all right. At least we didn't sit here waiting for it forever. We knew. Let's reload the game. Ew. Oh, that auction wiped my mind of all the cringe songs I was planning on making. It was gonna be like a Kevin and the Beam or something. Then we can do that. But... Yeah, we can still do that. I remembered my cringe. Yay. I'm gonna have a different AI do the lyrics because the lyrics thing's been getting shitty recently. Hopefully it won't be like, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Kevin. There's copyright involved in this parody you're trying to make. Explicitly tell this AI that it's doing lyrics. Should I tell it? No, I'm not going to tell it anything else. Alright, it's pulling the lyrics for the original song, which is Pinky in the Brain. So this one's actually thinking. Unfortunately, that means I don't have any lyrics yet. Alright, we're back here. We didn't actually lose anything. So, it's fine. Can this Ford Transit actually be used as a taxi using all of its seats? Please tell me this mod was configured in a way that it's actually counting all of those seats. Good CD. No. This is a one-seater, apparently. Oh. Curse you, janky mods. What? That's not a handbrake, that's a foot brake. Alternatively known as the clutch. Hey, why does the handbrake put the clutch up and down? What? Oh, we need to get this thing back to the house. I mean, we don't like it. Maybe we actually got a good deal on it. And, that made very short lyrics. I'm going to have to repeat them. It also put an emoji in the lyrics. So I guess we'll just have to see what that does. Afro trap, rapid fire rap. No. Just a second. I'm getting this song going before we drive. I don't actually know the genre of the original song. I guess I can look that up. And I can delete this stupid lyrics chat. Let's see what the actual genres were. I know you don't got much to look at right now. Such is the life of an unprofessional YouTuber. I mean, or I could just be nice and do that. Alright. Science fiction. So, sci-fi cartoon. I'm just getting a whole bunch of cartoon in here before I click on anything stupid. We're not necessarily getting any genres. Oh, because it's doing the show that I was doing. I want. Is there a page just for the theme song? That would be interesting. But I guess there wouldn't be. What if I just put Kevin as like a genre? Is Kevin a genre? It's like I really want to click on rap, but that's just so out of line with what the original song was. Yeah, how about I'll put trucks and auctions in here or something. Alright. Let's see what kind of cringe that spits out. Or if it throws a fit because there's emoji in there. It'll be fine. That song title. Oh boy. I want to see what album art this spits out before I spit you back to the beam. Did we actually figure out? Oh, okay, it changed the title. Did we actually figure out if the truck was a diesel, or are we just gonna figure out what we drive? What? That's kind of cool. All right, let's start listening.
Kevin and the beam. Jack! Before the auction's done, their bid will be unfurled by the final gavel sun. They'll drive a truck from the world. Kevin and the beam. Hey, Beam, what you wanna do tonight? The same thing we do every night. Kevin tried to score at the truck auction. Kevin and the beam. Jank! Before the auction's done, their bid will be unfurled by the final gavel sun. They'll drive a truck from the world. Kevin and the beam. Hey, Beam, what do you wanna do tonight? The same thing we do every night. Kevin tried to score at the truck auction. Engine sputters, game lags, beam and flickers. Kevin and the beam. Jank! Before the auction's done, their bid will be unfurled. By the final gavel sun, they'll drive a truck from the world. Kevin and the beam. Hey, Beam, what do you want to do tonight? The same thing we do every night. Kevin, try to score at the truck auction. Kevin and the beam. Jam. Before the auction's done, their bid will be unfurled. By the final gavel sun, they'll drive a truck from the world. Kevin and the beam. Hey, Beam, what do you want to do tonight? The same thing we do every night. Kevin, try to score at the truck auction. Engine sputters, game lags, beam
What? No.
flickers.
They never said the cops were after me. I didn't do anything illegal. Can I just leave the game paused here forever? How that anticipation hitting you. You feel it in your spleen? Do you feel it in your funny bone? How about in your die? Come on, man, you wrecking my van. I did make a U-turn when possible. Look what they did to my shifter. Made it shifty. Doesn't count as running a red light when you push me through it. Great. Broke the van. I gotta turn off the traction control. It made it all jank. Why are there minivan cops anyway? That's just silly. Cops don't drive minivans. Especially not into big vans. That's a funny noise. Oh no. Which way do we go? Kevin and the beam, 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 beam. Beam, 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 beam. Can't even see out of this thing. Bad visibility. I'm an American, invisibility for all. Oh no! Speed boost. Stop that. What is this? Need for Speed Most Wanted again? We already made that joke today. Making me double down. This is the world's most van police chase ever. Come on, my car's only front-wheel drive, man. Can't be doing this off-roading chase. Even if concrete technically is flatter than pavement. You know what I'm saying? What? It set up a roadblock off the road. That's cheating. And that part looked important. I'm sure you don't need it. Sure, I'm glad I didn't go upside down there. Where am I? Come on, join me in the demolition derby. I'll just hide over here. Oh no, this thing green. It wants to be a turtle. That tire don't look so happy. Oh. Oh no. How much damage did they do to this thing? It doesn't actually look that bad. Hopefully the dash cam footage will pay for it. Oh. So I don't even know why they were after me. I didn't do anything. This actually could be a diesel. Listen to it. Kinda got what we wanted. And we got it cheap. I need to figure out how to sell my Subaru in the auction now, though. We're a bit screwed by the lack of garage slots right now. Get out of my driveway. I got places to beam. So I'm parking on the lawn again. I think we did get a diesel. There's no way in hell I'm lifting this and making it a rock crawl. You know it'll just go upside down immediately. It wants to do it. Huh. Yeah, at the auction. Maybe the auction will just progress on its own without me needing to be there. That would be cool. I don't have insurance on this. Oh. Those cops did me dirty. And so did the auction house. They let me drive away without insurance. Can I insure my vehicle now? Is this illegal? I get to choose an insurance. Ow! My controller just tried to jump off the bed. Oh, no. I don't like this high deductible. Well, how come this one only costs 100? That one would be like 1,300. That's only just because I'm already on that one, isn't it? I like the roadside assistance. I already have roadside assistance. But wait, there's more. Billy Mays here with car insurance. Cost breakdown. Oh, that ain't so bad. I thought I said it cost $10,000. Is there actually more? That button doesn't seem to work, so we'll just say no. I like the towing. It's better than a fuel discount. Huh. Can I like just take the coverage off of this? Stop looking at the sky. I don't know. I think we just leave that one alone. But I want... I can't help but notice the van is still uninsured. Oh, what? Buy coverage. Yes. No. It's because it's already broken and they know, isn't it? No. Tell me it's kind of, sort of, at least partially worth it. That was an expensive auction. How do I pull this out of the garage? It's already out of the garage, isn't it? Get over here. Let's see the customization options. Don't break it. This fan's like significantly larger than the Gavril H series fan, isn't it? It's a full-on like commercial vehicle. I don't trust it not to flip over just sitting in the yard. Like, look at that. It wants to flip. Can I pull the turbo off of the old Sunburst? Yeah, I mean, it's already at the auction, you know, like... We're just doing this again, aren't we? What? Well, that sucks. Yeah, I feel that I got cheated by the cops. Did a lot of damage, and I didn't even know they were after me, you know? So I'm thinking I might go ahead and just cheat my money right back up again, you know what I'm saying? Cheaters never prosper until they get good at cheating. And they do. I gotta remember how to actually cheat. There's probably a way I could pull that car off of the auction, too. That would be nice. But I don't know how to do that. What else going on in here? Attribute log. No, that's just log. Player attributes. What was this? I don't remember what this was or if it was even related to Beam. Oh well. Yeah, money. Vehicle. Sold. So that's gains, that's losses, and there's total. So I'm going to give myself my 19K back. I deserve it. We don't actually need the math to add up. It's not like there's a, you know, what do you call them? Like the accountants that analyze fraud, like a financial examiner. The books don't need to match in a video game, is what I'm saying. And again, this mod's pretty detailed. I wouldn't be surprised if the RLS, IRS are knocking on my door in a couple episode time. Why did that say 190K? Did I change the wrong number? I'm not trying to cheat that much. A little bit too much cheating for my blood. Although, it's pretty inconvenient to fix it. I did change the wrong number. Well, we'll just call that our new garage fund. How about that? Oh, getting addicted to cheating. It's fine. I can justify it if you want. I don't feel the need to, but you know, I mean, the game's still loading. You want the rant. The van can't do the taxi missions I was intending to do, and now the auction locked out my Subaru. If I sell the van, I'll be without a car now. I'll have to walk to the auction house. The game was glitching on that live stream I did and destroyed my other car. Let's see. Hey, my money didn't actually go. No! The cheat didn't even work. Well, now I've justified it. No. No, 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 no. It's not fair. The game's trying to keep it fair. Okay, so player attributes is not the actual change, it just changes what one of the menus says I have. So then what does attribute log do? Is that the one that actually has the thing? I don't think so. Why? Which one's the actual text file that I need to change? Gameplay stat? No, that's illegible. No. Why can't I ever remember? I should have just crossed the damage off the car instead of paying to fix it. I know how to do that cheat. That would have been a lot smarter. I could give myself a 0 interest loan, but I could do that kind of cheat. Thinking outside the box with our cheats now. Just because I can't remember something. What? I can't let it go now. It's like, come on. I can change which one's my favorite vehicle so that I can actually spawn that in without breaking it. That sounds like a pretty good idea, doesn't it? They're not doing that. I think I'm just gonna have to give up on the cheating for now because I forgot how to do it. That's embarrassing. Unless I just had the wrong thing open. So it's like I know which one it is. It's just I didn't know which one I currently had open, you know? No, that is the one I had open. What the hell? Is my cheat really not working? Surely it is. No. Nan. It looks like I can actually sell this, even with the issue with the auction. But the price went down on it now. It's like, whatever. I'll just start customizing this. We can cheat later, right? It's like, but how did it get me? I don't understand. When did my cheat work? I guess I can look up the number. 100170. Not in this file. Gameplay stat. Maybe it is in there. That doesn't look familiar, though. It's not in gameplay stat. Maybe attribute log instead of player attribute. Really? That money isn't in there either, huh? Weird. That's a really long thing. It's almost as if it's a log of every time an attribute changes or something. What? How do I cheat? No, it's in here somewhere. No, I don't want to give up because I've done it so many times. This is what memory loss looks like in real time. Except for this is probably the kind of thing that you don't need a brain injury to forget. It's just how certain things go, you know? Like car auction settings. Music enabled true. That's the only thing in there. I mean, there's a cheats mode. I could just turn that on. I don't know what that does, though. I'm trying to cheat unofficially. Whatever. I do give up. That's the length of my patience right now. How do I modify the car? Technically, it's not considered at the garage. Nice. Alright, good. The other guy's gone. Okay. So we got this nice big Ford Transit here. Can't use it as a people hauler. Can we use it as a thing hauler? Or is it completely worthless for career? Isn't that a Toyota engine? Why can we put a 2JZ in that? And why are there so many different variations of similar sized diesels? Of course, I got the cheap one. No. And what's an E55 engine? That's like a BMW or something, probably. It's an M and everything. Well, I mean, so somebody put effort into this mod. They just didn't consider using it for career mode. Don't. We could use it to tow trailers. Wow. But what do you mean extended rear drive shaft? I thought this was front wheel drive. I'm all kinds of confused. What the hell's that T Supra transmission? What? Is that what it sounds like? Toyota Supra transmission? So you could put a Supra engine and a Supra transmission in here for some reason. So a 4-speed Supra transmission? That doesn't sound particularly desirable. Am I wrong about that? That sounds like something you'd get in like a base model Supra, not like the actual sports car version. Can I just like take this drive shaft out? Okay, we're not using it. Muffler. I could put a sport muffler. Where them side pipes come out. That doesn't look very good. I want a sport muffler. I don't even know what it is. You can coilovers. Why does this thing come with coilovers from the factory? Alright, so you can go crazy with this. You can lift it. If you really feel the need to do so. At this moment in time, we're going to leave the suspension alone. I'm mostly just trying to decide if there's enough customization options here for this to actually be fun for the series. That's my immediate consideration. Suspension, yes. There are engine swaps, so I'll give that a yes. So now I need to know if, you know, I can actually do anything with this other than, like, tune it for the track. Or just towing stupid little trailers around, you know, like... Cash in transit body. Oh, I could make it like an armored car. I mean, it is green. You can take the seats out. The question is, if we do that, can I put boxes back there? Roll cage. Rally lights. I mean, yeah, you can fully turn this into a race car if that seems like a reasonable thing to do for some reason. You can also just fill it with mattresses. There, we can stuff boxes in there. It's not impossible that we do that. Fluid tanks. Okay, okay. I'm beginning to see something we can do with this. I don't know that it'll be in any way tuned for off-roading with what we're doing. What happens if we remove the roof? Nothing, surprisingly. We'll just leave that alone. We'll put more cargo up there. Yeah. But let's say that we wanted to do the cash-in transit one. That just looks heavy. It still uses the cargo boxes. I'm trying to remember what we're actually allowed to pick up and move and so on. But we're going to put aggregate boxes in there. I don't know if that's just bouncing around for the sake of it, or what's going on with that. Wait, what's the L4H3? Oh, the long thing. Oh, I removed all my other customizations. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, fine. Well, let's say that I did have that. Can't use the option I wanted if I do that. Alright. This thing's ever creeping into the road because I'm hitting too many customization options. So I'll grab the big old heavy thingy. I think we'll start slow with our customizations. Maybe I don't want the high performance radiator, maybe I want the heavy duty. Or maybe I'll just leave that alone until we need to change it for some reason. So we'll get the boxes. We'll make them aggregate. I definitely feel like it's inappropriate that this is still a front-wheel drive vehicle with all the stuff we're doing with him. But what are you gonna do? Considering how heavy we're making this, maybe we should consider some heavy-duty leaf springs. Thing is, do we want the heavy-duty, the super heavy-duty, or the ultra heavy-duty? Let's just start with the regular heavies. That gave it a little bit of a lift that I'm not sure I want. Medium-duty shocks? Heavy-duty shocks. Why did that lift it? It's gonna bother me now. Alright, well, at least that's consistent. So we've heavy-dutied it. Well, that's expensive. We'll call that good. And then we'll back it up into the driveway. We do need to get this thing insured. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily trust this thing not to get damaged in the line of duty. It's got some proper bulk to it now, though. I like the green enough to leave that alone. There. Can we add more boxes? I think that would just replace what the boxes are. So, no. I don't know why I put the sport muffler on here. That was silly. Intensive care. The investigative committee. You make it a FedEx. Let's just make it DHL. Then I have an excuse to make it obnoxiously bright yellow. As if I needed an excuse. This diesel engine, I'm sure, is going to be weak for what we're doing. We'll leave it alone for now. Caged mode. The hell is caged mode? I'll have it. Default mode. I don't even have a caged mode. Whatever. I don't need drift mode. Why does it have all-wheel drive traction control when it doesn't have all-wheel drive? Was it supposed to be all-wheel drive? And then I just like took out the drive axle. Not gonna worry about that too much. I might feel dumb. Hood shield. Does remind me, I would like to take off these sun visors. Fender flares. Where's like the back fascia? Yeah, cargo doors. Where's the right rear door? There. Where did that go? I swear this thing rearranges itself. You can have your detent, because I don't know what that is. Rear sport rear bumper. I guess this thing was intended to be sporty. With the tiniest engine available. I have no clue. This is just the van of contradictions. Let's get spray painting. Yellow van. Gold van. Limoncello van. You know, solar yellow is actually the good compromise between the yellows. Alright. Here's our new vehicle. All done. I'm sure we can boost up our logistics with this logistics van, and then maybe we'll actually be able to do real trailers. This can also be the thing that just like hauls us around between so on. Between car jockey missions, that's it. I guess I'll just leave the turbo and the sunburst. I don't care. Yeah, useful vehicle. How them cargo doors looking? Cool. Still has the interior windows. That's funny. So hopefully we haven't lifted this thing so much that it just flips. Oh yeah, we gotta get an insurance policy. Oh. There's all kind of titles I could put on this episode too. It could be like Doel. Happy Doel. Maybe this is the episode of Kevin slowly going crazy. Alright, good. So the reason we couldn't insure it before was because it was broken. So insurance fraud is forbidden. How much power is this thing getting? That doesn't look like a lot. Does this thing have a worse engine than our tiny little car? That's not so good. But we're gonna find our way on over to that sketchy delivery thing that we found in the sewers. Maybe we can move some gold. Let's put the car in gear. Yeah, this was a better buy than the other truck. I couldn't remove the sun things though, so we're just gonna have bad visibility out the left window and just have to live with that. This thing just feels obnoxiously large, doesn't it? I think we're putting on the right blinker. Yeah, this is a perfectly valid way to drive. Let's make sure we don't bottom it out. Alright, this lift actually... Uh-oh. Maybe we do need all-wheel drive. Pardon me, but I need a tow. Hey, that... Well, I'm not going to complain. I got where I wanted to be. It's just not what I expected. You know, I wanted a tow, not a shove. But fine. We're going to have to find a better way to get down here if this ends up being a profitable thing to do. This is where we're going. Sketchy world. Can I fit in there? This sketchy guy better not be like, you're not enough of a logistics expert. Sorry. No criminal activity for you. The tunnels are getting tighter. It's fine. We fit. If it fits, it ships. DHL. Oh. This episode's got a high thumbs per minute ratio. Where's the sketchy job? I know it was down here somewhere. This is so sketchy. Where is it? What? I'm gonna go to the map. The map. The map. Sketchy pickup. Well, how do I get over there? I'd really appreciate having my arrows on the ground right about now. I have to go up there? That doesn't sound plausible. Even if I took that at some speed, like, this is really, really dumb. How much speed can I build up? No, it's not possible. At least I didn't commit. I'd rather not get stuck down here. Oh. How do I get out of here? This wasn't the right way to go. Well, this thing handles well without a bunch of cargo in the back, so that's nice. And it was a deal. Other than the surprise repair fees that weren't actually the auction's fault. Unless they called the cops on me for driving without insurance when they didn't offer me insurance. So, I mean, that's always possible, too. How am I even supposed to get over there? Do I just go up to the factory and then drive into the basement or something? Great, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Hey, my frame generation's been disabled. It's fine, it's back on now. Didn't even notice anyway. I only noticed because the overlay wasn't on the screen. Oh. Alright, we need to build up some speed so we don't get got. So if we don't bottom out if we go up at that right angle like that. It's trying to go down that's dangerous. How do I get to the factory from here? Involves turning around. That guy's got a rock crawler. You think he's crawling the rocks with the rock crawler? That doesn't classify as a joke, does it? Saying an obvious thing with a funny voice is not humor. Or is it? Well, if I can't find the sketchy job, maybe I'll find a not sketchy job over here. This engine could use an upgrade. I was barely able to speed on that road. Are we gonna fit down here? It'll be fine. Wait, which way are we even going? That's not even close. Good thing I didn't floor it. I think that's where we're going. Good thing we didn't get the extended van. Not very maneuverable. The challenge will be doing that in first person view. It's like we don't even need the raised roof for anything. Why couldn't I just like not have that. I don't have to turn around again, do I? Okay, good. Oh, no. They should make a horror game about just needing to quickly, like, drive a van through tight tunnels like this to get away from something. To get away from a maneuverable car. Oh. Still got my side mirrors. It couldn't have been that bad. Oh. I still have one side mirror. No. Oh. That arrow better not be pointing back down the tunnel. Where even am I? Why are there so many tunnels? Is this the right one? I don't even know if I'm halfway there. Oh, no. This job better pay well. My fresh paint job. I feel like you required a small truck for this kind of work. Look, the arrows are pointing every which way, and I'm back here again. Oh, no. Oh, this is my worst nightmare. Uh-oh. You just had to pull herself around the corner. It's fine. It won't end up costing money or anything. I'm probably gonna need a tow out of here. Good luck to that tow truck driver. Oh. We made it. Oh, that's done some damage. It's just body work. No, it's fine. Do I have to scout this out on foot? Oh, the pipes. The pipes. Yeah, not getting through there. We found the way out. We didn't find the way in. No! Mirror. Oh, no. That's not gonna work. Need to, like, go over here. This is worse than parking in American Truck Simulator. I hear stomach noise, but also the noise of dumb. I guess that's why I made it Simpson colored. Oh. So how am I supposed to get to the job? Yeah, this is a sketchy job, all right. It's over there somewhere that I'm supposed to go down into the basement. Oh, come on. They got the damn pipes again. Backing up. Backing up. This would be a better job for a pickup truck that just happens to have a box in its box. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a full-on cargo van. But we're in too deep to give up now. Thank you, magical arrow. I just need to sink through the floor and I'll be fine. Thanks. Very helpful. Is there like an elevator to get down there? What's that? So getting to the job isn't even half the battle. You gotta get out of the job with a fully loaded van. Well, that's a way down. It's an elevator of sorts. I know there's a way down there. Can we look where we're going, please? Thank you. Alright. More promising than last time, right? Or is that just the voice of hope? So my hand is trying to fall asleep again. Because I didn't have enough complications. It's crazy that like all this is down here. It's like it's the intended usage for all this space. Doing like autocross. There's no way that I bet if I looked up drift videos online, there's people drifting all throughout here. Hello. Is that a steep drop? Back it up. Back it up. I don't know that we're going to be able to get back up here, but at least we can get down. Going that way is going to be sketchy, too. Oh. Oh. Can we get to the pickup point? Uh-oh. No. Surely I can squeeze in there just enough. Oh, I don't like that. Come on, just get a wheel in there. Oh no. You know, if we went in there forward. Oh, that's not going to be easy either. Oh. Oh no. There goes $50. Smoky. Alright. Need to be a bit more careful. Alright, tell me I can get in there just enough to pick up the cargo. Please. Yes. Now this is where they're like, you're not a high enough level to commit crime. No. 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 Why? I thought they had gold bars here too. Where's the gold bars? That was a complete wasted time. Oh no. Where can I go? Available by level. Materials. Only there. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Guess we're going to the island. That actually set the route like it said it was going to do. Yeah, okay. How do we get out of here? Can I, like, just squeeze by over here? Ow. Oh. That diff not very happy with me right now. We appear to be going forward while we're in reverse. I'm really not sure if this was the right choice versus trying to get back up that ledge. You know, what's going to cost less money? Oh, yeah, we can get off the slope now. This van's a bit beat. I bet we've done at least $5,000 of damages. Good thing we have our new insurance policy. Okay, we're gonna have to hit this with some speed to get out of here. Yeah, that was healthy. Come on. Up and at 'em. Do I hear a ticking noise? So I broke one of the headlights. That's not ideal for this situation we're in right now. Actually, it's fine. Didn't want it anyway. Can I put this thing in caged mode now? Oh, distracted driving. Yeah, caged. What does this do? What does a drive mode even do when you have a manual? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're caged. Nicholas caged. Oh yeah, the water don't even slow me down. We got a lifted truck. I miss my mirrors. Yeah. I've had enough sewer levels for the day. That didn't feel nice. No. Even Beam's gonna have a damn sewer level. Every game. That's what I'll title this episode, the sewer level. Dope. We going straight. So I'll just do a little sneaky lane change. I gotta make a cringe song after all that. Cringe. We cleared that out. I'm actually BR. I haven't even shown you the display yet. I was going to turn it off for a second, but it's not even on. Fair enough. Alright, you can have it now. Make sure I don't get anything personal on the screen. Beam.NG sewer level. Sketchy. Get promising. Gold bars. Too many DHL. Fit the van through the. I don't. That's not how you spell labyrinth. Something will correct me, right? I don't think there's autocorrect on the AI, which is really ironic if you think about it. That's not it either. Search the word, get corrected. Thank you. Oh, wait, that was actually someone's name? Who was that? British singer born 1989, Labyrinth. See, it's impossible to spell something wrong. You just get something else. That's cool. Does grime. To reach. Not able to reach the pipe tunnel. Just that would be a little less adjective heavy. Which is pipe tunnel. I don't know. I don't want to keep saying pipe tunnel. Yeah, that's nice. Just write the lyrics. I shouldn't have put it in thinking mode. That's just. Oh yeah, Gold Bar's The Pipe Dream. That's a great song title. You're gonna get your in out of there. That's dumb. I'm gonna have to do some editing for this. Or not. Maybe I'll just put it in there as is. Me lazy. Cool. Probably not going to be legible anyway when we do our gurgled vocals. Like, it's like death grind. You definitely want a male singer for this, right? I don't know how much it'll matter to me. Yeah, here. Sewer. sludge. That's good enough, actually. Let's generate that. This should be more interesting than the last one. We'll leave that open if we want to write another song. That actually looks like that spot we were stuck for a little bit. Not stuck, but you know what I'm talking about. Nah, that doesn't look like anything. Alright, time to drive.
Sound of dripping water, distant industrial hum, and the distorted, tinny echo of a reversing beep. A single, palm-muted, feedback-drenched, low G note rings out, held suffocating. Slow, lurching, syncopated power chords, like a bad transmission fighting a flooded engine. Last waypoint's dead. GPS is just rust and static. Follow the slurry, he said. It's a shortcut, he said. The mirror's already gone. Scraped off at the first bend.
What? How did it know that?
Concrete warmer pits so down. Rear view shows a flickering glow. Steering wheel fighting back with teeth. And it pushes the brick underneath. Dispatcher's ball is just a go. Under cargo, hilltop. Right as destination dead ahead. To the subway, the city plan. Roll this thing down. In the points of low. Sketchy hands through the middle. Roll out. DHL. Junction of greasy cloud, waving a flashlight and a 10-pound frown. A living Montana, the paper wheel. Take a ride with a subsplash meal. Roof scraping, scripture on the vaulted crack. Every pedal's a new red pack. Every time, we're the brakes on now. The extra sketchy edge through the mellow funnel. Standing down, bend metal prayer. Hear the metal crave. And you hear the rats don't dare come burst down. A target case. A Tarzan base rocket in a lurching, off-kilter pullometer. Drum simulate a crumple zone. Let's go on the blade. Change of sight. Right there in the street. Says blind. The basic sinking just gave up the ghost. Load the jackpot now. Burn the past. Feedback squeal a sound like a cardboard box. Full of scrap metal falling downstairs.
No.
Temple collapses into a preparation. Swords can't push in a rocket. It's not to us, we're in a final round. I see the light, the pipe's end, the drain, his silhouette waving in the acid rain. A single gold bar raised like a crown. Walking wrong way out to the other side of town. My name will return for reverse.
of dripping water, distant steel hum, and the distorted, tinny echo of a reversing beep. A single, palm-muted, feedback red slow Gino rings out, held suffocating. Slow, lurching, syncopated power cord, like a bad transmission, fighting a flooded engine. Last waypoint's dead. GPS is just rust and static. Follow the slurry, he said, it's a shortcut, he said. The mirror's already gone, scraped off at the first bend. Concrete worm, abyssal tomb. Rear view shows a flickering glow. Steering wheels fighting back with teeth. Victor kisses the brick underneath. The dispatcher's voice is just a ghost. Abandoned cargo, he'll toast. But my map says destination dead ahead. Through the swamp where the city bled. Plummeting gold in the pipes and a flashback. Sketchy hands through the manhole funnel. Salmon, DHL bent metal plates. Finland's Wilson where the rats don't tackle bars. And a box. The mural on the wall says turn back now, but the gold bar glint is a sacred vow. He's waiting in the junction, a greasy crown, waving a flashlight at a 10-pound frown. A little more throttle, the pain will heal. Jeans are wet with the subflash mill. Roof scraping scripture on the vaulted brick. Every panel's a new arithmetic. Promised and gold in the brain center. Bigly explode. Shifty heads through the manhole funnel. Pay the tax code. DHL bent metal brain. The metal brain. Runs it where the rats don't dare from bars. In the flow. Guitars and bass lock into a lurching. Off-kilter polymeter drum simulate a crumple zone. Left throttle in the fall. Turn. Right mirror at the stall. Flashback. The engine sinking just gave up the ghost. On the checkpoint now. Burn the bar. Feedback squeal. A sound like a cardboard box full of scrap metal falling downstairs. I see the light, the pipe's end, the drain, his silhouette waving in the acid rain. A single gold bar raised like a drum. Back it up the other way to the other side of town. The main riff returns, but reversed, detuned further, and half speed. The sound of a van, stalling water rising, a final dying saving sword. Back
That did a lot more than $5,000 damage. And we accomplished nothing. Nothing at all. Logistics skill. No. What even is my skill level? How can I find out? Because this thing lied and said I could carry the fertilizer. Skills. Repo is its own unique thing. Okay. So I do not want to do repo missions to level up the skill. Crawling, trail, off-road are all unique. That's weird. I'm level 7. Oval, road racing, stamina skill. Great. My best skill is not driving, but walking. Land speed is a skill. Taxi isn't even a full skill. What? Mudding. We apparently have some rally skill. I feel that I got scammed. No. Fair. Come on, let me spawn the van back. So let's make it my favorite so we don't end up crashing the game stupidly again. Hey, the value keeps dropping on that. Great, it's gonna end up selling it like nothing, and I'll be triple ripped off. Even better and better. Let's just like flee the country or something, you know, like let me do any missions. Why doesn't the door match? Why is my van green now? Why? It's not even the green it was to begin with. Got quadruple ripped off. What's wrong with the insurance policy on the van? Didn't apply the paint job properly. Why? Oh. We're getting all kinds of ripped off. Now I gotta repaint it. Gammenheimer. We've invested so much money in this thing and we can't even use it. I really want to just go ahead and go to another map right now. Before we do that, though, before we even think about it, let's put these back as regular boxes. That was obviously a mistake. Every time I go in here, the vehicles are different values. One day they're conservative, the next day they're liberal. Some consistency, why don't you? Do we at least get some milestones for walking? I haven't broken down that much. Shut up, stop. No one asked you. This studio says it has a whole bunch of items. It's like, you know, if we're gonna go to another map, we can at least get paid to drive out to the damn island again. I'm so tempted to cheat. This was supposed to be the discount van. It's only 15K. Yeah. Is it not possible to buy any car in any circumstance without some type of rip-off happening? No. I blame the cops. It was all going so well until I jumped out of the van. Oh no. Got any? That's even worse. And it wouldn't pay anything. No. No. Everyone's just luring me. It's like they're not even like taking advantage. They're just like, hey, we got work for you. Come on by. That's too realistic too. You know, apparently someone was saying like a third of the job postings out online are just fake. Companies want to pretend they're actually hiring and then be like, oh, we couldn't find anyone. I guess we gotta do H1B. Meanwhile, they've just have an automated AI to reject anyone who tries to apply to the job. It's like, I'm sorry, you don't have 100 years of experience. You don't qualify for this job. What do you mean you don't have 2 master's degrees in completely, like, isolated disciplines? We want someone who has a degree in historical Marxism and entrepreneurship. We want someone with a degree in both military studies and peace studies. I'm sorry, you don't qualify. We're explicitly looking for somebody who's worked at a McDonald's register for 5 years and then 10 years as the chief financial officer of Disney World. Why didn't you say so? Ado. Can't even put a box in the box until you're level 35. Oh, rip off. Oh, my hazardous fluid level 10. They should at least be able to get there. We can do that. Of course, you're not going to pay shit and it's going to the island. Because of course it is. Why am I even so set on doing these logistics missions when it's literally just driving back and forth to the island? That's like the thing I complain about more than anything else. And then I want to make a career out of it. What would the equivalent be for real life, Kevin? Like, what's the thing I complain about more than anything else that you could make a career out of? I don't know. And we'll drive over to Repair Row and find some car jockey missions. Or maybe something we can put in the boxes. Who knows? Everyone's just pretending they got work for us today. What would the equivalent be for real life? The accounting. Nah, that's not the absolute worst thing I could do. It's not great, but there's certainly worse. I'm taking the creative route. I don't care that I don't have off-road tires. Who needs them? I got a lift. Could always buy this house. Wouldn't be a bad place to set up shop. I don't know what the appeal of the suburbs is. You just gotta commute, even in this damn game, you know. All I'm doing is giving myself a commute. But what would the equivalent be? What do I hate doing more than anything else? Is this a dealership now? Oh, this is, yeah, the Rollers dealership. They see me rolling. They cringing. Probably anything intricate design or science work would be what pisses me off. Could have just built her own truck. But would have been cheaper too. No. Then at least we could have refused the job without destroying our car. You got work. Not going to the island. Yeah, it pays better than this. Okay. How much space into boxes do I have? Like, if I put all that in there, I still got a lot of space. Just load them all. Actually, I don't want to load that one in there. We can come back for it if the other shops don't have anything. Like, this isn't going to pay well, but it'll pay better than the car delivery. And that's where I see a car I want to deliver it, like one of these, yeah. No, not this time. You also got bolts and screws. Ooh, timed mission. But it pays worse than bolt and screws, so why would I bother with it? Surely you got more stuff you need hauled around. Oh, it's not even going the same way. That always confuses me. There's two Velascos. Stupid people naming their business after the city. They think it's like the same business. Cringe. Oh, I can't move the special parts. No way. Come on, I can't move the big parts either. Nobody trusts me with anything. Vehicle's moving. That's supposed to be moving. I probably should have put a trailer hitch on this thing. Alright. Let's try not to spend all our money crashing on the way there. But also, we're going to see if anyone else needs anything going in that direction while I'm on my way. Oh, I got floating markers. I don't even have to give myself a route. It's that stupid burger car again. Oh, the turning circle. No. It's bad. You got vehicle transports. Those pay reasonably well. Of course. Well, the ones that are my level pay reasonably well. But it's not what we're doing at the moment. Yeah, it's on the way. Do that. Where'd he come from? Why aren't we in caged mode? What does that even mean? I feel like caged mode would make the car slower. I don't actually want to be caged mode. I mean sport mode. I still don't think it's doing anything. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go with Dea first. Why are you revving and trying to spook that guy? You think you're gonna crash into him. So what happened to the sport muffler I put on this thing? It doesn't sound very sporty. Put the armored car bed on this thing thinking I was going to be moving gold bars. And then I got there and the guy's like, actually all I got is sludge and you can't even have it. No one denies me sludge. It lives. Oh, that paid well. Ooh, the money's in the tip. Money tip. Most of the money's... This guy was like, yeah, it was $42 to bring the screws. But you parked so well, I'm going to give you $150. It is even worse. $60 for the parts. $210 for the parking. Oh, what? That doesn't level very fast. It's all in the parking. I guess we can do that. I'm not going back to the west. Not feeling very westerly today. Yeah, we got a lot bigger than the regular van. I wonder if this thing's realistically sized or if it's scaled up like unnaturally. This thing just feels huge. This is not the right place. It's just that rip-off car lot. The turning circle dough. No, I gotta get my precision parking bonus. There we go. $6 for the hardware, $63 for the parking. You have vehicle transports too, huh? What kind of transports are here? the same as the other places. Some of it pays a little bit. And again, if the parking is what pays. So, spark a plug. Oh, I can move the special parts here. That almost fills the truck up. Yeah, we'll do that. I believe this weight is calculated as far as driving physics goes. I don't know how they calculate it. I didn't hit the bumper. You didn't see anything. Well, I mean, the track is this way. I remember we used to be able to just cut onto the track from here. Wait a minute. We haven't gone over there before, have we? Is that cut onto the track, or is that just its own track? Move out of the way. Am I racing now, or am I, like, delivering? I don't even know what's going on. This looks cool. That's what I'm looking for. See, it's a good thing this is lifted. And doesn't have an open diff. Just gotta race around the track real quick. We'll be there before you know it. It's better than trying to go off-road. There's all kind of fences over there. This van kind of slow. If only we weren't wasting all our money on repairs, we could put a bigger engine in it. Should start a car show called Slow and Old. I think it's got to be like 20 years old. Actually, no, this very much has a 2010 look to it, if you know what I mean. It's an aesthetic. Something about the plastic manufacturing of the time, or something like that. I don't know. Plastic manufacturing would be a career I'd hate. Plastic is my kryptonite. Ooh, crypto. I should invest in that. Got any plastic coin? Superman's allergic to cryptocurrency. Like, Superman. I got a Bitcoin right here with your name on it. No. And a doggy coin. No. Oh, my precision parking. No, they fined me for the parking. What? Seriously? Why is that worth so much to you? Maybe we'll just say they fined me for cringing in the parking lot. I'm not willing to go back that way. Maybe I am. I mean, it's not a timed job. I will eventually be finding my way over there. See, actually, I'll grab that. I'll assume these places will have stuff that's going out to the island, so that'll be fine. So remember what our actual goal is. To get distracted. We gotta go that way. And no, I'm not gonna do my little handling course with this. As fun as that would be. Let me just doing our DHL. Yeah, this thing's allergic to going the speed limit. Well, whatever the speed limit is, I don't know. It's allergic to speed in general. Now we found the traffic. Hopefully there's no one doing anything dumb over here. Which way are you going? Which way am I going? We got a lift. Do you think we can make it up that? No. It's an easy no. I mean, with tires, we could probably do the mud drag strip. Well, and with an actual good engine, that might be more important. Gotta get them fast engines. We could also do some of the original challenges. It's kind of boring. You don't bring your own car for those. Oh, this place is going to be paying me for the parking. I better park up real nice for him, you know? I still want to cheat in that 20K. I gotta cheat it out. I gotta cheat it back. Look at my parking. How much is it? It's not worth that much to you today, is it? Oh, no, it is. It is. For logistics level 9? Cool. You got anything going across the street? No. Time to job for brakes. How much money are we even earning doing this? Too many little numbers, I can't calculate it. Rate my parking. Perfect. This seems to level you up quicker than the car jockey missions. Do I feel like detouring to Velasco Auto? No. I do not. What the other place want me to do? Rate my parking. Don't rate my parking, actually. Jefferson. I'll go to Jefferson. It's not worth going to the exhaust shop, though. Alright, let's get at it. Yeah. Is that really going to be the quickest way there? No. Why don't we take the highway the whole way? Kind of wanted to drive down the coast road, but oh well. All coasters crash toasters. And then they become ghosters. Can't be doing that. There's so much traffic on the entrance ramp. It's dumb. Am I really going in the fast lane in this? Huh. Why everyone's so slow today? Yeah, look at him. He feels threatened by getting passed by a DHL van. Let's psychoanalyze that. Nah. Great, now I don't know where he is. Don't. It's like you pass someone and now you got more to think about because you gotta check your mirrors. See, that's why just staying in the back is where it's at. Unfortunately, real highways, there's people everywhere, so the trick doesn't really work. Yeah, what do you mean the real life people aren't just spawning in as you get close enough to where they should be? Alright, they cleared out this parking lot. The least I can do is impress them with some good parking. Or backing into the showroom. That works too. Stop calling me questionable. What have I done wrong recently? Man over here calling me questionable. Well, I guess that's the only job we've got. Unless we run back over there to see if anything's going to the island. I guess we'll just do that. Why not? Yeah, you're crap in the van. Thought I heard somebody revving over there. I don't know. I can't tell where the engine noises are coming from. Is Beam a game I should start enabling my surround sound simulator for? Feels a bit extra. That's the biggest bonus for parking yet. Per capita. Cool, you also have a spark plug going over there. More the merrier. Maybe we'll get a full engine's worth at this rate. Must park properly. Damn it. Rate my parking. Logistics 11. How come it didn't pop up for the other levels? Ain't got anything. Wow, I can't even be trusted to haul brakes. What did you just load into my van? I didn't say I was taking anything from you. that shit out of here. And you're not getting anything delivered, so you don't get parking. Your problem. You don't even have anything going to the island. Get out of here. Wasting my time. Our van's damaged again. How quickly can we get to the island? This thing can barely go up the hill. Isn't that great? Which one's the problem red light? I think it's one of them that's this way. Yeah, there it is. No. No. Can't believe we didn't run the red light. Oh, so there might be other places we can pick up cargo down here. Like the hospital. And that spot over there. Yeah, look how much bigger my van is versus his van. I mean, it's not a competition, but yes, it is. Going over v.38 engine, that'd be an expensive repair. We don't be needing that. Really? You got nothing? Stupid hospital. Never done anything for me. I really need to stop over-revving the van. Well, that's why I got the diesel. To remind me what... There are times you need to keep an eye on gauges. There wasn't a lot of logic into this, but... Man, this lack of GPS on the ground is actually affecting me. It's like, oh no, I have to go straight. That means there's no arrows and I don't know where to go. Oh, it sounds so stupid. But... Sometimes it is. Oh, that pays well. I don't want to go back over there again. What? That's not what I'm looking for. Get out of here. Just give me the full map. Game's just trying to confuse me. These offices do actually have quite a bit of cargo to pick up. I was making the mistake of only ever looking at... Oh. Sorry, I'm breaking my shifter. If only ever looking at the car-related facilities. Just get out of the way. Stupid sports car. Not jealous, you're jealous. Really? Nothing to the island? Going over there. Stop that. Now I gotta get rid of that map marker I accidentally made. Oh, Office B. Or we could just like look over there because they always got stuff in the industrial warehouse. Yeah. Oh, we're on office duty now. Excuse me, pardon me. Is this how people deal with mail trucks? Probably. Where are the pickup spots? By the pickup truck, of course. Da 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 da. This parking lot's so full. Saying you actually have employees? Mail to the quarry. I'm sure Office D will pay me well for my parking. See, this place is empty. It must be closed. Where's the convenience store? Is it in a convenient location? Not really. Fine, I'll go do that, whatever. Maybe they'll have something going to the island or the warehouse or the something or other. This work kind of tedious. You know, if someone was good at driving, and there are people who are, you could do delivery work like this while listening to podcasts and getting an education. You would just need enough free space in your brain to take in information while driving. Yeah. Not a bad job to work. Well, building a resume, skill set, whatever you want to say. Fortunately, I'm not that guy. Even if I were healthy, I don't see myself ever being, well, ever having any easy time with like hands-on work, which I'll count driving under that. It's not intuitive for me. Ironically, because I'm an intuitive type personality. But what that means is that I deal better with ideas than details. And to be good at the here and now, like right in front of you stuff, you need attention to detail. Restaurant. So a lot of these places are only delivery locations. And so we can swing down by the police station. And then they can be like, hey, you're that van that ran from us. No. No. No over rev. Kev does not over rev. That should be my new channel name, Kevin the Over Revved. Oh, good. I thought they were going to make me drive down in there. There's a creepy noise coming out of that parking garage. Don't want to be going down there. Got anything going to the island? No. I feel I'm just getting tricked over here. Being a mail truck. And you know, this isn't a female truck. I almost stopped saying that joke. I was like, is that really up to the quality level of what I'm going for? Or. What, I can't even fit all that in here? Maybe they are right not to trust me with the large mail. That's obscene. This thing can't fit a mail truck's worth of stuff. What do I need, a semi-trailer? Yeah, I need to pick up some more stuff. Where that car dealer? There's supposed to be a car dealer down here somewhere. I think I went the wrong way. Yes. Well, we'll stop by the office in the warehouse, and then we'll get ourselves off to that stupid island. Traffic violation. Everyone do the violation. Yeah, I'm getting more musical as my recording career goes on. And that's a shame, because it means I'll be less dependent on AI. You got none. Actually did have some mail going to the island, but I can't trust you to deliver the mail. If I ever apply for a job, I should be like, I'm level 7. That's all you need to know. And they'll be like, yep, all we need to know. Denied. What? You can just go back and forth between these office buildings forever. I need a smaller vehicle if I'm going to do something like that. Something that's got more pep in its step. Drift. Park. Well, we got the thing that actually pays, right? Wait, what was that? Was the whole problem that I wasn't allowed large parcels? Huh. And now I can fit the big post. Oh, but you want me to drive back down the... This is literally just a job of going back and forth endlessly until you die of boredom. Yeah, this is where you just zone out and listen to some. I'm like actively sabotaging my ability to do this by trying to be creative and talking. Like, personality aside, that's being focused and being creative just enhances the tedium perceived by grinding. No, don't just stop in front of me now. Stop being realistic. I spooked him. What is that car doing? Let's stay away from him. By being an even worse idiot ourselves. That's how it's done. Tell me you got something going to the island. I don't want to bring this one thing out there. Ooh, that pays well. How many of those could I fit in here, for curiosity's sake? 2. Rent a box. You got nothing going to the island? at all. What? Well, that sucks. Guess we're just going with our spark plugs. Because I'm sick of going in circles. Oh. Going in circles back to the house for repairs. Isn't very much fun either. Yeah, this thing don't like going uphill very much. You know, if I shift it down, it'll over rev. Get out of the way. Good thing I'm lifted. I can cut that curb like a madman. We're gonna call this episode when we get where we're going. We might. Yeah, we ended on the promise of the auction last time. Maybe we'll end on the promise of going to Utah this time. I don't have the Italy map installed, and I feel like this is not the right vehicle for that, so we're not going to the track with it. No, Utah. We gotta figure out how to afford a garage over there. If it's even possible. There's one that's like $1 million. I mean, I guess once you level up the logistics enough, you grind out money pretty quick. The problem is I'm not willing to do that. Not here to grind. This ain't that kind of club. And now I want a club soda. See, that's how my brain works. Oh, well. At least it's kind of, sort of still working. It's just a bit unplugged here and there. Hey, what are they cutting around the toll for? You're not delivery vehicles. Get out of here. They didn't appreciate my parking as much here, so I don't think I actually got paid as much as the other job. That's something. So now we'll just cut out here. No one ever even uses these entrances. Excuse me. I swear if he went like right into the one I was coming out of, I was gonna be cross. Yeah, stomach, I hear you, I hear you. You know, get a good time at any. I finished the game I was playing when I wasn't recording, you know, Shadowrun Dragonfall. Interesting old CRPG. It's funny how they say Pillars of Eternity revived the genre, and then you have games like that were just still just making games in the genre the whole time, like before Pillars came out. But I guess people don't count it unless it's a fantasy game. Oh well. I finished that, so you should probably see more variety on this channel. You know, I always play a variety of games. It's just a matter of, are they all being recorded or just some of them? And I got some games to record, set up, lined up, whatever you want to say. I hear scraping. Yeah, okay, that is where you go to switch maps. Was wondering for a second there. Oh, we're over 3 hours, damn it. Oh, my controller's trying to jump off the bed again. Can I not put you on my shoulder for like even a second? Come on. The controller's like perfectly shaped to sit there. I'm trying to picture you, trying to picture what I mean about putting the controller over my shoulder and it jumping off the bed. Like, figure out how I'm positioned that that's a thing. I don't even know how I would describe it. Like, what's intuitive for me at this point in time is not intuitive for anyone else. I don't even remember what it's like to sit up. So, don't expect me to be ergonomically relatable. Either way, what I was doing wasn't working. So now I want ice cream, but club soda flavored. That's too weird to exist, right? I mean, the game's loading, you know. Let's take a quick peek at the end of our episode. We're not making more AM music, so let's close that. We're not going to make a song about it. It'd be too predictable. Can you get carbonated ice cream? The game's loaded. Yeah, stop upskirting the van. Let's go look at browser. Well, yeah, I mean, there's ice cream sodas, but I want it the other way around, where it's an ice cream made out of club soda. Not like regular soda, though. No, completely backwards. I swear I saw something that said ice cream fudge. It's like, not fudge ice cream, but ice cream fudge. I don't know. I think my brain imagined it. There we go. What's this? Well, it's not club soda. I guess what I'm looking for is like a sparkling water ice cream. Club soda is even more of a niche term for something. It's not dramatically different. Got that water flavored ice cream. See, this is why I can never start a food company, because I'll insist on making a product that will never sell and burn an awful lot of money to try to force it into the market. Sparkling cream float. Nah, if anything, life's taught me that I shouldn't be starting any more companies. I don't have the focus or the command ability for that. I'm not going to go into the full detail on that at the tail end of an episode. I'm sure I've already spoken about it anyway. There, well, we'll check one more thing. Carbonated ice cream. Because that sounds possible. There's like aerated chocolate. Alright, alright. No. I guess we'll just look at your website. It's fine. Autodesk. Dry ice cream. Dry ice cream. Pretty sure that's not safe to eat. Is this just like Yeah, see? I have to start this thing with a warning. You think brain freeze is bad? You're gonna immediately give yourself frostbite trying to eat this. Well, at least you don't have to take my word for it that you shouldn't do it. Decorative ice cream that you actually have to be even careful just touching and moving around. Oh, that's nice. This could cause serious internal tissue damage. They know you're going to try to do it anyway if you're dumb enough to make it. So, if it is ingestion, by accident, drink a whole ton of water really fast. Like, careless use of this ice cream may result in serious injury. Making ice cream at your own risk. This is the jankest thing I've ever seen. Making ice cream with a fire extinguisher. Oh no. Maybe I should be glad that I'm not like a technical thing type of person, Like, my dad was a chemist growing up. He's missing fingers. It's like he's got that same experimental mindset I got. Fortunately, I just channel it into psychology and politics. I don't want to know how much. I mean, it's ironic saying with my medical situation as it is, but at least I didn't do it to myself. I don't even want to know how bad it'd be if some I did. Just being a experimentalist or whatever you call it. It's like fire extinguishers marked with stickers. Yeah, the ones that say, don't misuse this. Definitely don't make ice cream out of what's inside. Wait, you can just get dry ice at the grocery store. How many warning labels are on that? And what do you actually use it for? I mean, I know people use them as in fog machines for atmosphere. And I know people have died by doing that for parties. So, I mean, even that's not necessarily safe. Look, even this ice cream's fogging. It's like, yeah. You're going to take all the stuff out of the fire extinguisher. There's going to be an ominous fog, and then you're just going to have ice cream. Look, and he says, be careful what eating. He said not to eat it. But now he's like, yeah, I mean, we've already admitted you're going to do it anyway. But at least it carbonates the water in the mix. Why don't you just buy sparkling water? If the whole purpose of all this was to have carbonated water in the ice cream mix, why did we have to do it the most Rube Goldberg dangerous way humanly possible? The ice cream will be ready when it feels like ice cream. I'm surprised he's not like, oh, and by the way, don't touch it because it has dry ice in it. If you know what it feels like, you're already dead. And here's my kid eating it. And if I scroll down, and here's where we soaked them with the warm hose to make sure they didn't die of frostbite. Yeah, I know. It's a matter of time. You can let it warm up enough to be edible, but I am playing up the absurdity here a little bit. But it is absurd. Let's just be clear about that. Zero sugar. Maybe that's a brand I should be looking into. I don't think I've seen those in all my shopping I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of shopping for flavored water. My favorite right now is sugar-free sugar cookie. That's not a joke. I get the syrup from Chalk Zero and just mix it with plain sparkling water. I'm over here like, no one's gonna believe it's not a joke. Sugar-free sugar cookie. I'll have to pull it open. "1920s Breathe Fat carbonated ice cream." See, it's retro. Where is it? Subaru. What? Whatever, I know where it is. It's on here. Recommended product placement or something. Which, here it is. It's even on sale. Hope that doesn't mean they're getting rid of it. How could you not like sugar-free sugar cookie syrup? It says coffee syrup. It makes flavored water just fine. And it's not bad for you. So there you go. Oh no, it is part of the Christmas collection. It is going to go out of stock. And again, pumpkin spice was part of the fall collection, and that's still here. And I don't want that. So, anyway, let's get back to Beam real quick. We made our way back up to 70K. I don't know if you saw that. If I figure out how, I'll cheat it back up to 90K. That repair at the after we bought this was stupid. I don't think I should had to pay for that. The cops wrecked my car. I wasn't even doing anything illegal, and they weren't even supposed to be spawned in. Stupid minivan cop. The only thing a minivan can catch is a mega van. Where am I even going? I'm looking for somewhere to pull over. That's what I'm doing. Any, like, garages? How much logistics work is there on this map? What? I got passed by whatever that is. Well, I'm too confused to be embarrassed about it, so that's okay. We're still not up to 60. There we go. I think the 0 to 60 on this is like a minute. That's bad. There's gotta be somewhere to pull over around here. Hello? Guess we'll go with this way. Speed limit 60. Oh no. We're trying. At least it doesn't sound like a leaf blower. This thing sounds more like a lawnmower. No. No promises that we're actually going to play on this map for any length of time, by the way, you know. Might. I don't actually have a full knowledge of what's here other than some like off-road and rally courses, which we're not qualified for. Do you pay good money for me to drive things around, though? Oh. You know what? Maybe we will stay on this map for a while. I can be convinced. Maybe we'll even do that before we end the episode. Okay. And that pays well, too, and we're creeping our way toward that. But before we take on the job or anything, I want to know about if there's any free real estate. Let's just get a list. 2.2 million, even better. Yeah, I gave myself the cheapest property on every map when I started this campaign. So we got a camper that has a 1-car garage. Drag tuning has no car. Airport has space, but that's expensive. Slop gear garage. We could probably save up for that. Are you seriously honking at me in a parking lot when I'm pulled over and everything? What an asshole. Alright, so yeah, there's expensive stuff here, but the jobs pay well. So, you know, it's the whole thing. You move where the pay's good and then send the money back home kind of situation. I'm the H-1B now. How the turns have tabled. That's an old joke. I don't even know where I heard it from. Alright, what else is on this map? I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I took a screenshot. I don't know why I did that. I hit the wrong button, you know, all that. Is there an auction house over here? Because that'd be neat. Feathers fall. Did I get money for falling off a cliff? I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of off-roady, rally, coursey, rock climbing stuff on this map. It's expensive garages, expensive tunes. You know, it feels like the kind of place that we're not really ready to be. There's also boat drag racing, but I don't think I have any boats, and I don't know what's up with that. So I have no idea how to even play those. I'm bad at drifting, but, you know, maybe we'll figure something out at some point. The camper's back there. There's this rally. I've tried to do that before, but I couldn't find the starting point. Highway loop. That speaks for itself. There's a dealership over there. How many dealerships are on this map? There's not as many. I know that. 2. Is it just the 2? Maybe. Oh, so this place is well off-road. So that's the cheap garage, but I don't know what it looks like getting there. Hey, there's some dealerships over here. Top of the line custom builds, though. Rock bounce. Damage matters. What are you talking about? Or do you have to pay to fix it? And now you're like, yeah, and we're also going to take it out of your winnings, too. There's another dealership. Sounds like there's stuff on this map. Bits of stuff. Drift spots. How about logistics? That's actually quite a few logistics spots. There's something all the way up there. How do you even get up there? What? This is what they meant by speed enforced by aircraft. Do I have to, like, download boat and plane mods to take full advantage of this map? Huh. Weird. There's definitely logistics work to be done, especially out in the middle of nowhere. Bridge repair. What is this? Snow runner? I think it's mental sanity center. Look, there's another out of the way spot up there. That was a short runway. I wonder if those places just trade stuff back and forth. There's one here too. Huh. Gonna need a mod for that. There's one here. Weird. This is where I should really be reading the blog posts that come with mods. Be like, how are you actually supposed to play this map? Let's... Excuse me? Are you asking me to dump body parts off the canyon? Well, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Can we fit both of these in here? Almost. Actually, yes. Perfect fit. Alright, fine. Go honk yourself, clown. We'll deliver to there and then we'll call it. I guess that's going to be the quickest route. We'll take your word for it. Hello. Hopefully he's not going right. If he's right, I want to be wrong. That bridge kind of narrow. Well, we're well practiced with the narrow today. I wouldn't worry about it. Speed limit 30. Come on, I just got up there. Where are we even going? Oh no. All the way over there. That's pretty far away. That's an interesting looking truck you have there. Wonder what mod that is. I wouldn't mind buying one of those. So I'm just expecting him to get clipped. This road narrow. I'm expecting to get clipped too. There it is. Yep. Saw that one coming. Can't believe it wasn't me. Why is my vehicle reading as damaged on so many different sides? I haven't done anything dumb yet. Looks fine. Well, not perfectly fine. Mostly fine. That's a tight corner. Oh, there is someone there. Yeah, we saved it. There's that Escalade that sold at the auction. I'm not sure we're going to get this delivery done on time, but we'll get it done. And we're not going to give up yet. Go, go, go. You could buy me the engine that'll let me get the next one on time. Oh, this truck is not happy. Oh, that was a bad shift. Oh. Oh, the climb isn't done yet. Turn the blinker off. I don't know why it revs when I turn the blinker on and off. There might be something else bound to that button. Damn it. It's like I want to downshift, but then it goes right to the red line. This thing doesn't have enough gears. Can't believe there's a transmission that gives it a less gearing. There is. This would be an interesting map to drive a semi-truck on with these hills. Actually got up another gear. The road must have leveled off for a second. Man, delivery van ain't made for this. Back down we go. Oof. That looks like a bad route. High risk for what kind of reward? What happened over there? I see dumb that I wasn't involved with. I feel like I'm missing out. Yeah, this job ain't getting there on time. We don't got the engine for this kind of work. But we're close. Delayed. Oh, it's going to go to another category if we're even slower. I don't want to know if it gets canceled. That'd be bad. Oh, come on, van. This reminds me of a lot of American trucks, yeah. You realize you took on more than you can chew. Where's the job? We'll give you perfect parking and call it square, right? That'll be fine. That's a very big fine. Oh. The parking did actually pay for it, though. I'm still questionable. But you're questionable. I'm not questionable. No name auto parts. Are they just trying to be sketchy? We'll go deliver to Top Rock. I don't want to stop here. Anyway, this is the dealership. This is the episode that never ends. Let's go take a quick peek. What kind of vehicles you sell here? Rally cars. And off-roaders. They're not actually ridiculously expensive. Some of them are. Yeah, that's alright. We gotta figure out how to deal with our super problem at some point. Not too terrible right now that we're stuck with it, but I really want to push that car, but not when I'm paying my own repair bills. And again, the van's already damaged. You know, if it wants to give us some timed missions going downhill, I see someone crashed over there. But yeah, downhill would be a lot easier. Did we do a dumb? Ooh, a double dumb. Double-decker dumb cake. What? I have to be niche about the parking. Couldn't just go into it the right way, huh? What a rip-off. I only got $66 for my parking. At least you're not calling me questionable. I can give you a break for that, then. Cross-bolted main bearing caps. Champion something. Alright. Let's actually park. Hey, what's over here, though? Why is there another pickup spot? How many do you need? General supplies. Huh. We'll park here. Let's remember to put on the handbrake and turn the vehicle off. Let's see what these dealerships have before we ping out. There's a couple of them here. Both too. Low fat milk. Half a truck. Yeah, they got the weird stuff here. Top of the line customs. I don't know. It's custom. I wouldn't oversell it, though. Can we stop looking up, please? Extended cab off-road. Boat truck. Custom Automella. Rock bouncer. Yeah, they got the interesting stuff here. The information center. Welcome to Utah. Can we interest you in an off-road vehicle? Oh, this is the overpriced dealership. You don't even got many options. Wasn't there like another dealership back over here somewhere? Down there. How do you get in there? In a minute. Oh, that's not the cheap garage. Alright. So in order to get to the off-road compound, you kind of gotta prove you know how to get there. That's pretty niche. I can see not my house from here. I jumped off the rock. Huh. Oh, I see. There's a tracks that go into a mine. There's a sneaky way to get over there. Why are there cars over here? Get back to the van. Dope. What are you guys doing over here? The Cadillac Common Sense or something. What even is this car? You don't want me to look at it. How about you? Bye. Man, there's all kinds of like Cadillacs and Buicks and things. Hey! Stop trying to kill me. The American car episode. The PT Cruisers. Hello. What is this? Before I leave. Unbranded, but it's Russian. If you had to pick, would you drive the yellow PT Cruiser or the butterscotch with wood trim? You want to look like an old person driving a PT Cruiser or a young person driving a PT Cruiser? If you had to be seen in one, pick your poison. You know, this is a good screenshot for the thumbnail. Oh, that'll get the clicks. And it's right at the end. Ha ha. Alright. I don't know why that's funny, but it is. Look at all this freebie stuff. They gave me money for delaying the package. Sure. Why not? Money, 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 money. Until next time, it's been Kevin in the Beam. Goodbye.